In 2025, a small group of Western tourists stepped off a plane. No phones, no freedom, no way to speak to a single local without a government minder listening to every word. They had just entered the most secretive country on the face of this earth, and what they found was not what they expected. Because while they were being shown spotless museums and smiling schoolchildren, Kim Jong Un was secretly signing a deal to send his own soldiers to die in a war in Europe. 26 million people, zero free press, zero internet, zero way out. And right now, as you watch this, Kim Jong Un just unveiled a brand new nuclear facility. He called his arsenal inconceivable. So today, we're going inside the real North Korea. Not the one they show tourists, the one they have been hiding for 80 years. Let's start with what tourists were actually allowed to see. In February 2025, for the first time in 5 years, North Korea cracked its doors open. Not wide open, a sliver. A small group of British, Canadian, French, and German visitors were permitted into a remote northeastern city called Rason. They were not allowed into Pyongyang. Every step, every conversation, every photo, supervised. Here is the thing about North Korea that almost nobody talks about. When you visit this country as a tourist, you are not visiting North Korea. You are visiting a stage set of North Korea. The buildings are real, the subway is real, and genuinely stunning. Marble columns, chandeliers, art on every wall. But defectors who escaped have told researchers that ordinary citizens were not even allowed near the tourist routes. They built an entire city, almost entirely for foreign eyes, and then filled it with carefully selected citizens, people who were taught what to say, what to wear, where to look. One defector said it this way: "We realized we were living in a prison without bars." Now, what is backstage? North Korea runs a system called the Songbun. Every single citizen, all 26 million of them, is assigned a social class at birth, not based on talent, not based on hard work, based on what their grandparents did. If your grandfather was loyal to the Kim family, you get food, you get Pyongyang, you get a life. But if your grandfather was a merchant, or a Christian, or had family in South Korea, you are born guilty. More than 72% of North Korean defectors said they never received a single government food ration. Not once. In a country where the government claims to provide everything. A woman in Pyongyang knocked on her neighbor's door to bring them water. Nobody answered. Her neighbors had starved to death. At home, behind a closed door, in the capital city. The United Nations released a report in 2025 calling this a lost decade. 10 years of increased suffering, repression, fear. And the most painful part? The people inside don't know this is abnormal because they have nothing to compare it to. There is no internet, no foreign news, no foreign films, unless you smuggle them on a secret USB drive and risk execution. June 2024, Vladimir Putin lands in Pyongyang. The two men sign a mutual defense treaty. Buried in Article 4 is one sentence that should have made every Western government sit up straight. If one party is subjected to armed attack, the other shall provide military and other assistance with all means at its disposal. All means. 3 months later, North Korean troops were boarding ships to Russia. By the end of 2024, approximately 15,000 soldiers had arrived in Europe's active war zone. North Korea's first foreign military deployment since the Korean War ended in 1953. These men had never seen a smartphone, never eaten at a restaurant, never watched a film that wasn't approved by the state, and suddenly they were in Russia, looking at cities, looking at a world they had been told their entire lives was the enemy. And what did Kim get in return for sending those soldiers? According to Western intelligence, Russia is providing Kim with advanced technology. Drone systems, satellite expertise, nuclear submarine knowledge, and potentially information on making his warheads smaller, more precise, more deadly. As of June 2026, right now, today, Kim Jong Un just inspected a brand new nuclear materials production facility. He said North Korea has more than doubled its capacity to produce weapons-grade nuclear material in 5 years, and they have successfully tested intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of striking anywhere in the United States. Anywhere. So how does this regime survive? 3 things: fear. North Korea operates what the UN calls the world's most comprehensive system of political prison camps. 80 to 120,000 people inside them right now. No trial, no release date, and if you are sent there, your entire family goes with you. Parents, children, grandparents, 3 generations. Isolation. Keep people ignorant, keep them busy, keep them scared. North Korea passed laws as recently as 2020, making it a capital offense to watch foreign media. You can be executed for watching a drama series. And the nuclear card. Kim watched what happened to Libya's Gaddafi, who gave up his nuclear program in 2003 and was killed 8 years later with Western backing. Kim said publicly, nuclear weapons are the only guarantee no outside power will ever remove him. And he is not wrong. I want to stop here for a moment because it is easy to talk about strategy and weapons and geopolitics, but there are 26 million human beings inside those borders. Most of them were born into this. They did not choose Kim Jong Un. They did not choose the hunger. They just exist inside it. A woman who escaped described the moment she first heard a radio signal from South Korea. She said, "We realized we were living in a prison without bars." Her family escaped by boat. Most people cannot. Defectors describe something psychologists call double grief. Grief for the life they lost, and grief, the most painful kind, for the family left behind. Because in North Korea, if you escape, your family is punished. Every night from space, you can see the Korean peninsula. South Korea blazing with light. China blazing with light. North Korea is dark. 26 million people living inside that darkness, and the rest of the world is still trying to figure out what to do about it. If this video made you think, drop a comment, tell me what surprised you most, and subscribe because we are going deeper every single week.